Please like my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and please press the bell icon so that you get to know when my latest video has come. And to learn more and to find a video relevant to you, please do check out my videos list. Hello, namaskar and adab to all my friends from your friend astrologer and guide Irfan, once more with you from your very own channel Astro Assurance. Now when you look at the DNA of the horoscope, we call the Nakshatra energies as the DNA, and everything is built upon that DNA. Even the signs that we are looking at, signs means Aries, Taurus, Gemini and so on, these are a major component, but the finer component at a DNA level are always Nakshatras, Nakshatra Padas and the lords of the Nakshatras. Now is there a correlation between the codes of the different types of signs? For example, the fire signs, the earth signs, air signs and water signs. Is there a deeper code to what is the nakshatra energies within these signs? So for example, now when we have a deeper look at all the fire signs, now what are the fire signs? The fire signs are Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. Now when we have a deeper look at the fire signs, you will find that the prominent nakshatras, we know that each sign is 30 degrees and each nakshatra has 13 degrees and 20 minutes each. So any sign will not have more than 2 nakshatra energies at any given point of time, because 2 nakshatra energies make up almost 26 degrees 40 minutes of each sign, and only remaining 3 degrees and 20 minutes are left. So which means that only 2 nakshatras will prominently occupy each sign. So what are the prominent nakshatras which occupy the Aries sign? That is the Ashwini Nakshatra and the Bharani Nakshatra. Now who rules these 2 nakshatras? Which are the lords? The Ashwini Nakshatra is ruled by Ketu and the Bharani Nakshatra is ruled by Venus. Now you will find when you look at the nakshatra rulers of these fire signs of Aries, of Leo and Sagittarius, you will always find that the prominent energies or the first 2 nakshatra rulers will always be Ketu and Venus. Now why is it that the fire signs, 3 different fire signs, Aries, Leo and Sagittarius, have Ketu and Venus energies and not any energies, other energies, rather than having Sun energies or Jupiter energies? And if Ketu and Venus rule the fire signs, what are the rulers of the nakshatras which rule the earth signs? Now what are the earth signs? Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn. Now what are the nakshatra rulers of Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn? You will find that the nakshatra rulers of the earth signs Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn are Sun and Moon, the luminaries. And then when you look deeper into the air signs, now what are the air signs? The air signs are Gemini, Libra and Aquarius. And which are the nakshatra rulers or the prominent nakshatra rulers which occupy these signs? You will find that the prominent nakshatra rulers of these air signs, Gemini, Libra and Aquarius, are Rahu and Jupiter. And then when you look at the water signs, when you look at Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces, you will find that the nakshatra rulers or the prominent nakshatra rulers of Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces are Saturn and Mercury. And the only outlier is Mars, whose nakshatra doesn't occupy any one single sign prominently. It is always divided between the earth signs and the air signs. We'll talk more about it later. So let's first get into sign by sign. Why is it that the fire signs Aries, Leo and Sagittarius are ruled by Venus or Ketu and Venus? The reason being is that fire signs denote goal getting, achievement through leadership and through your ability to use your higher learning and the learning that you acquire, whether through gurus or educational qualifications, whatever, and the leadership that you showcase to achieve your goals is what the fire energies are all about. And in the achievement of your goals, Ketu comes first, which means when you try to achieve goals, the materialism should not lead or should not rule your goal getting, your life's objective should not be materialism, but Ketu energies, which is of giving up, giving to others. Now, if Ketu is something which you have already done before, we have already planted the flag, why is it that the Ketu energies come first? The first Nakshatra Ashwini is ruled by Ketu. And all the fire signs' first ruler, Nakshatra ruler is Ketu. The reason simple being is life is given to you to serve, to be of service to others, not for yourself. And if you chase materialism too much, then the goal that you have been sent to in this world has been missed. Now these are higher goals. These are not goals only for this life. These are goals in general. However many lives you have, all your lives will have one important single goal. The underlying energy is always of serving others. And that's why Ketu rules the first nakshatra of every fire sign and Venus rules the second nakshatra, which means after you do for others, after you commit to others, then comes yourself. So if you're chasing money, materialism, objective, this should be to serve others rather than yourself, and your needs come second, because Venus is about intimacy, good life, good food, good clothes, vacationing, perfumes, good looks. It's all about that. Ketu is about giving up and giving to others and living for others and doing for others. So doing for others, service comes first. Now when you go to the earth signs, what are the earth sign nakshatra rulers? The earth sign nakshatra rulers is first sun and then moon. Now why is it that sun, the soul, comes first and moon, the mind, comes next? Because the mind is a wavering spirit. Mind goes where our objectives are. Mind moves towards beauty, mind moves towards intimacy, mind moves towards acquiring things, and mind always plays tricks on us. Specifically having the north node and south node as Rahu and Ketu of the nodes of the moon. So we are being pulled in different directions. So the reason why sun is the ruler of the first nakshatra and moon comes next, which means soul comes first, mind comes next. Specifically because shlokas say wherever the mind goes, the soul chases there. So that is the struggle that has been given to you, keeping the souls first, soul's goal first. The elevation of the soul is while you are here, and elevation of the soul happens through experiences, living those experiences, and living those experiences is more important than to chase materialism and to be somebody who's guided completely by the materialistic mind. So even when your mind is playing its tricks or moving towards something, the soul's journey should be prominent, the soul's need should be prominent, and the conscience should be higher than the materialistic approach towards things that the mind keeps moving towards. So we say man vichalit hai, the mind is always troubled, mind is anxious, mind is frustrated, mind wants to acquire, and many times the mind latches onto materialistic things, onto intimacy, or the opposite gender, or food, or that big car, or the property. So mind is moving towards materialism. So in the earth energies, which are stubborn energies, and these are materialistic energies, the direction to you is the soul comes first, the soul's goal comes first, materialism or mind being hooked onto worldly things comes next. So keep the soul first, Ketu first, doing for others first, and in the earth signs, keep the soul first. Now what are the nakshatra rulers of the air sign? The nakshatra rulers of the air sign are Rahu and Jupiter. Now why does Rahu come first and Jupiter comes next? Now many times you are misled that Rahu is a bad energy, a potent energy. Of course Rahu can become a bad energy, a potent energy, if you allow other planetary influences on Rahu. What is Rahu? Rahu is where our focus should be in this life. The karma for this life is Rahu. The done karma is what Ketu is. So what we have done and we've been there, done that, is Ketu. What we need to do, what we need to focus on in this life is Rahu. So Rahu, unless being influenced by other planets, either by conjunction or aspects, by itself is not a bad energy. It gives you the hunger, it gives you the passion, energy to chase your goals. So that's why Rahu comes first, which means why did you come into this world for? To achieve your objectives. So, and where Rahu lies, where Rahu's aspects are, is where the focus is where the energies are, is where you need to do your karma. So doing your karma comes first, but tempering how you achieve the karma will be balanced by the wisdom of Jupiter. So keep your karma first, but balance it with Jupiter, balance it with wisdom, balance it with a spiritual approach, balance it through learning, balance it through getting your degrees, qualifications, and not only the worldly qualifications but also higher learning through living those experiences and then becoming wise. We talk about maturity of planets after certain ages. It is not that the planets mature, we mature and we have a different way of looking at the world, and so the planets go along with our energies. So if we are mature, then the way we utilize the planets is differently. We utilize the planetary energies is different, and so we term that as the achievement of the planets rather than us. It is about us whether we are mature or not, and that's why there are many people who are even in their 50s, 60s, 70s. We hear politicians all the while cheating and doing all sorts of wrong things. Wrong things are done by people at every age. So it is up to us how soon we acquire the maturity. Sometimes we find people who are very, very young, very, very mature. How did those people become very, very mature if their Rahus and their Ketus have not matured yet? Because it is for us how we mature, how we use those energies. So tempering Rahu's energies, the karma energies, the passion and the hunger, and not allowing it to be deflected in different directions, which Rahu may do if negative aspects influence it to move in the different directions, is what Rahu. So tempering it with the wisdom and the learning and the high learning of Jupiter is why Jupiter comes next after Rahu. Now, what about the water signs? In the water signs, you will find of Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces, you will find that Saturn and Mercury rule the Nakshatras, which are the major or prominent occupiers of Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. Now, why does Saturn come first and Mercury comes next? Saturn comes first, which means that your duty comes first, doing your karma comes first based on Saturn, because Saturn is a very karmic planet, and that's why Rahu and Saturn are said to be, we know that Shanivat Rahu and Kujvat Ketu, and that's where Rahu and Saturn are similar because both are related to karma. Rahu focuses all its energy on karma, doing action. Saturn too does it, but Saturn does it with a different endeavor. Rahu does whatever your goals are, Rahu chases blindly with passionate energy. Saturn is as a balancer, that's why it's called as a karmic equalizer. So Saturn is about commitment, loyalty, structure, dignity, and through a certain disciplined approach, perseverance approach, patience-oriented approach, doing our karma. But why is Mercury being given to us? Mercury is the intelligence. Mercury is the buddhi, which says in being loyal to somebody, in being committed to somebody, in being disciplined for somebody, in following rules, don't be blind-sighted. Use your mind, use your analytical mind. If you are loyal to somebody who's doing wrong things, use your buddhi, use your intelligence, and so your karma has to be tempered with intelligence. Just like your karma of Rahu, your passion, your hunger should be tempered with wisdom. Your karma, your commitment, your loyalty should be tempered with intelligence, and use your intelligence. The mind has been given to you, and if you see in all the three energies, the first is the fire energies, that Ketu and Venus are the prominent rulers of the Nakshatras, but after those, the three other signs, which is the earth signs, air signs and the water signs, each one of them has a mind planet. So the earth energies has Moon, which is one of the mind planets. The air energies has Jupiter, which is another mind planet, or how you use your mind. And the water sign energies has Mercury, which is the analytical ability, which is using intelligence, which is also a mind planet. So when you're talking about air signs, which is more about society, giving back to society and higher goals and higher contributions, there you show your loyalty, you should do it with dignity, you do it with perseverance, you do it with commitment, you do it with order and structure, but you use your intelligence and not be led astray. In your loyalty, don't be blindsided to somebody, and being loyal to somebody who's misusing you or taking you into a wrong direction is not right. So use your intelligence, use your buddhi, temper it with analytical ability and make the right choices which Mercury gives you. And that is how the energies of fire energies, ruled by Ketu and Venus. The earth energy is ruled by Sun and Moon. The air energy is ruled by Rahu and Jupiter, and the water energies ruled by Saturn and Mercury have a deeper meaning, have a deeper code to why these specific nakshatra rulers rule those specific signs of fire, earth, air and water. Now, what is the outlier? The outlier here is Mars. Mars is the ruler which is between whichever nakshatra Mars rules. You will find 2 padas of that are in the earth sign and 2 padas of that is in the air signs. Why is it that Mars nakshatras are on the cusp, 2 padas each between Taurus and Gemini, 2 padas each between Virgo and Libra, and 2 padas each between Capricorn and Aquarius. The reason being is that Mars is about goal getting and achieving the goals for the soul, the higher energies. What is the soul? Soul is the king, which is the sun. So getting the soul energies. And so Mars is an outlier. Mars is also the Kal Purush Lagna ruler. So Mars denotes all your energies. So it says when Mars is all your energies rushing blindfolded into getting your goals. So here you need to be balanced between using on one side the earth energies, the mind, the moon, and the other side the air energies, Jupiter. So here Mars, the aggression of Mars, extremely malefic and rushing headlong into any dangers, rushing headlong into getting your goals, what you want, without seeing, without seeing the risks that are involved, without due diligence, without thinking. So Mars energies are on one side tempered by Moon and on the other side tempered by Jupiter, because you need that so that you don't rush into dangers, you don't rush into risk, and you make something out of the energies given to you, because Mars is your energy. Mars is the energy given to you to achieve your goals, which Rahu is denoting and signifying, and Sun is signifying. And so Mars becomes the critical balance on either side by the Moon and Jupiter. So when you look at the deeper meaning of these signs ruled by specific nakshatras and their lords, do keep in mind why you have been given certain energies basis your ascendant. So basis your ascendant, find which signs Aries rules, which signs Taurus rules, which signs Gemini rules, or to put it simply, which signs the fire signs rule, or which houses the fire signs rule, which houses the earth sign rules, which houses the air sign rules, and which houses the water sign rules, because those energies are given to you specifically with a deeper code where Ketu and Venus are placed, where Sun and Moon are rule those energies, how Rahu and Jupiter rule those energies, and Saturn and Mercury rule those energies. So keep that in mind and know where the focus is and where the dangers are, where you may be get too pushed towards materialism, but balance it when temper it with using the nakshatra energies and knowing where your focus is for those particular energies, and live your life accordingly. So friends, like this video, share this video, and if you're looking for a personal consultation from me, reach out to me at the link given below. Until some other time with some other video, this is your friend astrologer and guide Irfan signing off. Ciao.